perilously close there. With offered, gave himself slight room and hit it up and over point. Whoa, that was missed by a whisker.
It's Mohammad Nadeem. And if he can't reach it, I don't think anybody else could have. Oh, it's all happening in the first over. A wide, followed by a boundary, then a wicket, then almost a caught, and then another wide. Well, the sequence continues. 11 of the over already.
It's all happening here in 7 stadiums. Again, drifting onto the pads. He was lucky he didn't got any bat on it. Otherwise, that would have been 4-2. Yasir Marvi. Oh, helped around the corner. The fielder is there. Nice slide there. Oh, they will pick up another 2.
Oh, Farhan Ahmed. And the captain is not happy at all. It was to his stronger side, his left side. Not sure if he needed to put in that slide. That's why conceded the extra run. Didn't get any part of that bat. Just over there, overrunning it a bit. Last ball of the first over, he's bowled him. Well, Lahiru Sandurwan has made a meal, a hash of it all. Going across the line, against the wind, against Yasir Marvi. Nothing working in his favour. And another wicket fall. 7 districts have lost 2 wickets in the first over.
Well, this is the one shot you don't want to be playing against Yasir Marvi because he skids on, not much bounce, and you don't want to be playing across the line. And after that is 7 districts, 13 for 2 after 1.
Well, Saghir Afridi walks in at number 4. No Abdul Ghaffar. No Almas as well. Probably a good decision there. Keep them when the spinners come in. Oh, wild hoik. The ball starting to keep low now, Asghar.
Yeah, a couple of games now, a little bit of wear and tear coming to play. And Saqib Manshad, he's a wonderful bowler. He can swing the ball both ways. And that angle across Abdul Shakur trying to heave it over mid-wicket.
Well, Saqib Manshad is one of those left-arm fast bowlers that keeps taking the ball away from the right-hander. Doesn't have that delivery that comes in, or hasn't perfected it yet. It goes across again, Abdul Shakur. That was a dangerous-looking shot. It's Ali Abid who has to do the cleanup. The right idea, though, going with the wind to the leg side. He's had to drag that ball from almost 6 stump.
Yeah, positive intent. He's looking to use his feet under these slow conditions and try to get to the pitch. Much better idea than in the first game where he was looking to ramp a couple of deliveries behind. In that process, he fell. But right now, he's looking to strike the ball straight and long.
Going for that in-swinger this time. Brilliant wicket keeping from Imran Odi. They don't have Farhan Babar behind the stumps today. That one time he's gone for that in-swinger to the right-hander, just not landed it properly.
Yeah, there was a little bit of shape, but ill-directed. He needs to pitch it around 4th, 5th stump to bring it back and finish it on the middle.
Well, the tournament's name is DCC X10 Rapid Fire. I tell you what, everything is happening in a rapid pace. Beautiful delivery. Oh, he's grasped it. It's Farhan Ahmed again. He had no idea that ball was coming towards him. was not even ready. Look at this reaction from him. Just at the last moment, the ball has hit him.
Well, even in the first over, it took an age to move, and here again sloppy work. That was a straightforward catch for anyone.
Yeah, that's how you do it, lad. We're a bit too late now. Abdul Shakur, well, what a man to drop first up. Is this the chance he needed? Is this the rub of the green that Abdul Shakur has been waiting for? And this time he goes across Saghir Afridi, and it's a wide. 18 runs already. 7 districts have lost 2 wickets, but they are off to a rapid start. And they won't mind this one bit. And defenders are helping them as well. Extras and catches dropped.
Well, slice of luck there for Shakur. That's all he needs to click for him and Saghir Afridi. He would enjoy this opportunity up the order. Again, giving himself room. You don't want to be moving too much in the crease. Just stand still and hit through the line.
Yeah, going towards off stump, then coming back. And as a batsman, you'll know for sure that as long as you're moving around while that ball is coming towards you, there's no way you're getting your bat to it. As you said, stay as still as possible.
Well, Saqib Manshad also struggling, trying to take the ball away from Saghir Afridi. He brought few back, but he's not been accurate at all in this over. He will consider himself a little lucky to be going only 6 so far.
Yeah, could have easily been 5 wides. Imran Odi saving that ball from going to the boundary. Could have easily been a 12-13 run over already. It's a very long over so far. Again going across his stumps. This time he's connected and connected well. This will race away to the boundary, will it? Oh, just about. It's Saklan. And he's done well, I think. They will have a check upstairs.
Well, that time Saghir Afridi staying in line and hitting through the line. Bottom of the bat, I reckon. Otherwise, it could have been gone like a tracer bullet.
Yeah, he hit the ball very hard, but bottom of the bat, a brilliant cambo work. This will give us a very good idea of whether that ball has hit the rope or not. Saklan with the fingertip save, is it? Is that finger? Oh, it's a boundary. I think it's a boundary there. Just there, the ball has hit the rope.
Terrific camera work there. And I must say, poor piece of running, only 2 runs.
Well, I think they were confident it's gone for 4. Saghir is very lucky it has gone for 4. Otherwise, as you said, that would have been a very poor 2 runs. Saklan, oh, brilliant effort for a fast bowler. Again walking across the stumps. Again, this time given as wide, and rightly so. Saghir Afridi, too much movement on the crease at this stage.
He's a good striker of the ball. All he needs to just stay in line and trust his instincts. But I guess this format, sometime you get carried away with trying to hit the ball too hard.
Well, if you look at batsmen like Asif Khan or Yasir Kaleem or Ronak Panoli, who are in the top 3-4 of the batting charts, they hit through the line, they hit straight. Brilliant connection. Unbelievable hit this. That ball has almost reached us here in the com box.
Well, what a strike here by Saghir Afridi. Finally he nails one. This is tremendous stuff from Saghir Afridi. This guy will like this opportunity to come up the order because he's an opening batsman by nature. Look at the replay. Right in the slot, clears the front leg. That's a huge 6. And of 2 overs is 30 for 2.
Well, what a start we've had to the match. What a start we've had to the fan code DCC X10 qualifying knockout stage. And Abdul Shakur, oh, this could be all over for Saghir Afridi. That is very poor cricket from both Abdul Shakur and Mohammad Saghir.
What a tragedy. Saghir Afridi, earlier he hit a boundary and that a brilliant six. Umpires will check who's got run out there. Here's the replay. He reverse laps this one. Shakur looking at the ball. Saghir Afridi calls him through. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting because Saghir Afridi has crossed Abdul Shakur. And did he reach the popping crease in time? Oh, it's Abdul Shakur has to walk back, I think. Just have a look here. He wasn't looking. And then Saghir Afridi, running for his life, passes him. And just there, I think he's crossed Abdul Shakur and reached the popping crease. Oh, unlucky. It was poor cricket from Abdul Shakur, watching the ball instead of his partner. They would have easily ran one had he taken off. Right there, he's looking at the ball, not at his partner. He would have easily made it. And just there, yes, Saghir Afridi unknowingly has crossed the crease.
Well, waiting for the third umpire signal. Another replay coming up. Umpire wants to be certain. There you go. Saghir Afridi passes him. Saghir has crossed over. In that case, it will be Shakur to be dismissed here one more time. He's playing the reverse lap and Shakur goes. That sums up his tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Sums up his tournament indeed. It was a poor shot, didn't execute it, then poor basics, not looking at the ball, not looking at his partner, beg your pardon, looking at the ball. Could have easily been a single. And it's Yasir Marvi, even though through a run out, he's gotten the wicket, caused confusion in the middle. And in walks the big man, Abdul Ghaffar. This is the knockout game right here, Asghar. If he gets going against the wind, with the wind, won't matter at all.
Yeah, that's the game for me right here, Abdul Ghaffar. And defenders, guys, they will know that. Meanwhile, Saghir Afridi on strike, hits it through the offside, long off his back.
Lefty.
Well, Abdul Saghir Afridi has a big role to play here now. He started middling the ball. He's playing well. And if he can get a couple of runs and support Abdul Ghaffar and Almas, they will look for that 100 plus total. The captain is happy to score 90 odd runs. I don't think that is a good idea against this defender's batting lineup. You need to get to about 100, 110 at least.
They got a good bowling attack, but as you said, 110 is required, somewhere over 100. Ghaffar works it, chips it for one. The long on his back, he will just rotate the strike.
Not a bad ploy here, Abdul Ghaffar, because he has the option to cut loose against the two left-arm spinners, Farhan Ahmed and Mohammad Nadeem, playing today. No bowler that takes the ball away from the left-hander. With that left-hand, right-hand combination in the middle as well, they can target both ends.
Gives himself room and hits it hard to extra cover. Oh, he was a bit unlucky there.
Well, I'll tell you what, any distance from that fielder, right or left, and that would have been a boundary. Hit extremely hard. Saghir Afridi is looking very good. 12 of 5 already for him. Oh, he's given him. Can you believe it? What a moment in the game. Abdul Ghaffar walks back. It was a wide delivery down leg side, and he's tickled it into the hands of the keeper. Yasir Marvi, the giant killer, strikes again.
My words. Oh, absolute nothing delivery, drifting down the leg side, and he's just help it around the corner straight to wicket keeper. Huge wicket for Yasir Marvi, and Ghaffar departs early. What a loss here for 7 districts, and defenders are on top here after 33 for 4, 2.5 overs.
Well, it looked like a feather tickle. No, it's almost off the middle of the bat. Down the leg side. And Imran Odi with a big catch, and Yasir Marvi with a big wicket. 7 districts in a lot of trouble now. It's the captain leading from the front, Yasir Marvi.
Well, Yasir Marvi on fire here. What afternoon for him. With the ball, he's picked up wickets.
Well, Yasir Marvi, just like his kit and his shoes, is in red hot form. Another one, yes, he's given him. Unbelievable scenes here. This time the batsman is not happy. Shahid Nawaz is not moving. Abdul Ghaffar knew he had edged that ball, so he walked away. Well, where have these deliveries down the leg side been the whole tournament? He's gotten 2 of 2.
You can't plan that. You can't plan that. You got to be kidding me. Oh my words, 2 in 2, drifting onto the pads, and batsmen are nicking them off to the wicket keeper. Unbelievable stuff here by Yasir Marvi.
Oh, it would have been a wide. Had he left it, it would have been a wide. It was a big appeal by the bowler. And the umpire, Sunij, had no hesitation at all. As soon as Yasir Marvi went up, he raised his finger. 33 for 5. Now the 7 districts in the end of 3 overs. It's absolute carnage in the middle. Shahid Nawaz walks back for a first ball duck.
Now it's Wajid coming into the attack, and 7 districts are in huge strife. 33 for 5. Saghir Afridi will be looking to continue his natural game. What a beautiful Yorker first up.
Well, it's easier said than done though, Asghar, because in the back of his head, he will be thinking 1 more wicket here. And will they even get to that 75-80 mark? Saghir has to bat across the full 10 overs.
This time he goes long, up in the air. Another one bites the dust, and as you said, against the runner play, Saghir Afridi just trying to keep playing his natural game, and he holds out. What a tragedy. 7 districts, 6 down now.
Well, they're coming apart. They're falling like a pack of cards here. The 7 districts are 6 down in the 4th over. Wajid Khan strikes with his second delivery. They had to make an effort to get into the quarterfinals, but I think they had lost all the fuel. The 7 districts, it's a simple catch for Saklan. And Saghir Afridi has to walk back for 12 of 7. 7 districts, 33 for 6 in 3.2.
Well, very interesting now that Hafiz Almaz is coming to bat at number 8. And they were losing some early wickets. And they kept on, holding him back and holding him back. Was it a good idea?
Well, it seems like a good idea. Had he lost Hafiz Almaz up front, they would have probably collapsed even further. Well, this is a big partnership right here. Hafiz Almaz and Wahab Hassan, neither of them has faced a single delivery. We're not even at the halfway mark, and they've lost more than half of their side. Remember, no Farooq moment with the bat as well today for 7 districts. This is the man right here. He has a lot to do. Look at that strike rate and the best. Well, they'll bite your hand off if you can give him 54 runs right now, Hafiz Almas. 33 for 6. What a collapse. Back-to-back wickets for Yasir Marvi. And then a wicket for Wajid. Oh, it's a chance of a run out now, is it? And he's struggling, Asghar. He's struggling with that injury. This is why they had kept him slightly lower, so he could cut loose.
He's got a big job to do, and now clearly coming into this game with that niggle. Here's the Wajid. Nicely played. Experience. He wants to get himself in and calm the nerves in the dressing room, try to find a partnership.
Oh, what a bowling change by the captain as well, bringing in Wajid instead of the spinners. Oh, that was a misfield. They were going for that risky single. Could have been a chance for a run out. You have to take advantage of the fact that he is slightly injured.
Wahab has to be careful. He can't push Hafiz Almas consistently because he's carrying a niggle. They got to be really careful running between the wickets. Wajid. Great ball there, right up in the block hole. Beautiful delivery by Wajid.
Well, the defenders are switched on. They're in the hunt. They want to play the finals. They're a very strong side when they're in the groove.
Another good delivery. And that concludes the over. A successful over for defenders. A terrific over. 35 for 6 after 4, 7 districts.
Well, that's the batting card. And it's a sorry looking batting card. Farman, Lahiru, Shakur all falling for single digits. Saghir was looking good. Scored 12 of 7. But that break in the middle, look at that. Yasir Marvi, Imran Odi combining to take out Ghaffar and Shahid Nawaz. And if we told you those were half volleys down the leg side, you would not believe us, but they were. And not a lot of batting to come after this.
Yeah, struggling big time in an important game. 35 for 6, 7 district. And Wahab Hassan will be looking to push the ball around the gaps, give strike to Hafiz Almas. If Hafiz Almas needs to play a blinder to keep 7 district hopes alive.
Well, still 36 more deliveries. Even if they go at a run a ball, they could get to that 80 mark. Not sure it's going to be enough. And Farhan Ahmed comes in to bowl. Good end for him to bowl with Hafiz Almas hitting against the wind. Because he's one of those spinners that loops the ball, gives it a bit of air and tries to turn it off the straight.
Yeah, Farhan Ahmed is a fine bowler. This time he goes straight down the ground. Hafiz Almas, you beauty. One more time. Although he's carrying a niggle, but he is a superb talent. And 7 district need him to come good.
Again, it was in the slot. And when he hits them straight, there's no fielder who's going to stop that. Just checking if that was a boundary or a 6. Oh, it's a boundary. It is a boundary, but it'll give him some confidence.
Another flighted delivery. This was again tempting for Hafiz Almas, but this time he decided to just knock it round. 40 for 6, Farhan. Beautifully bowled again, and he was looking to help it around the corner. Salman Butt will pick it up.
They have the boundary in the over. Probably that's why Hafiz just wants to take his time, settle in. Maybe cut loose from the other end. What does Wahab Hassan go for a big shot here now? Does he go for that boundary hit?
It's hit hard through mid-wicket. Wahab's job is to rotate strike, and he's a good young player. Big fish, probably the last hope for 7 district is Hafiz Almas. Has he got one big innings under him?
Last ball, again, hits it hard. Will be a single, will it? Yes, it is. So at the halfway stage, 7 districts are 43 for 6. And there'll be a change in the combo. It's going to be Mudassir Ali and Mohammad Rashid, the two men in suits, to take you to the end of the innings.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. And as we look at the bowling card, Yasir Marvi, the captain, leading from the front, 4 wickets up top, giving away just 16 runs. And Wajid Khan, a brilliant over, picking up a wicket, just giving away 2 runs. At the halfway stage, 7 districts are at 43 for the loss of 6 wickets. Welcome, Mudassir Ali, to the Combox.
Thanks a lot, Rashid. Figure doesn't look good for 7 district. But the good news is Hafiz Almaz is still out in the middle. Low full toss played towards extra cover. It was completely one-man show in the bowling by Yasir Maharvi, and some poor running between the wickets.
Absolutely, and Yasir Maharvi, whose face has he seen in the morning?
Wayward length. I think he saw himself in the mirror. But quarter-final 1 of DCC X10 Division 1. We have witnessed the same thing in the Division 2. Some close matches, thrilling encounters. Can we see a fight back? Full toss delivery, played towards deep square leg. Fielder coming and fumbles this time. A chance for Hafiz Almas. Poor fielding.
That was very poor. That could have been the final lane in the coffin. And they just grasped that. Nadeem, the fielder there, I think he could have done better. He's a way better fielder than that.
Once again, drifting towards the legs. His captain was lucky with those 2 wickets drifting towards the leg. Trying to follow the footsteps of Yasir Maharvi. Not at all happy because he was expecting a wide, but brilliant umpiring. It just brushed the pad.
They're trying to follow their captain, but they're not getting the same results. He's been very lucky, Wajid, coming in again. Very well bowled in the block hole. Drilled down towards the short extra cover, and they pick up a single.
And during the toss, the captain of 7 districts, Haider, he said to me that anything above or below 90, they can restrict. They have the strength in the bowling.
That's a very confident captain, and I'm sure with the wins they've got behind their back, they'll be very confident. But before that, Wajid Khan has bowled him, clean bowled him. That was a very good delivery.
Poor cricketing shot, I would say. Just take a single and give strike to Hafiz Almas. A slow Yorker. Brilliant bowling. Once again targeting those stumps. Walks back Wahab. Wicket number 7 goes down for 7 districts.
That was uncalled for, I think. He should, as Mudassir Ali mentioned, he should have just taken a single and given the strike, as much of the strike to Hafiz Almas. But 7 district falling like a pack of cards. There are 47 for the loss of 7 wickets in just 5.5 overs.
And walks in the captain, Muhammad Haider. Doesn't look good for 7 districts. Running out of partners, Hafiz Almas at the other end batting on 10. So it clearly shows they are very dependent on Abdul Ghaffar and Hafiz Almas when it comes to the batting. And there were not much contribution from other batters in the tournament.
Even Shahid Nawaz, I think he was very unlucky to get out in that manner. But defenders wouldn't mind that. You know, Yasir got those early wickets. And again, trying to bowl that ball in the block hole, but well played towards the long on.
Still, I believe if you can play some sensible shots, you can manage 80, 85. 6 gone, 48 for 7.
Well, at the end of 6 overs, 7 districts in a bit of trouble, 48 for 7. And in comes Farhan. That's really, we've seen a similar kind of situation in a previous league game where they pick up a single here. Coming back to that league game where Rahul Chopra played a fantastic innings and got his team over the line.
I do remember it was the match between 11 Ace and Future Mattress. At one stage, they were in bit of bother. 11 Ace 30 for 5. Then came in Rahul Chopra. This time goes towards mid-wicket. Miles up in the air. Fielder coming and fumbles once again. It was Abid Ali survives Hafiz Almas yet again.
That was a very good effort by the fielder, I think. He was very close to that line and he certainly saved 6 runs there, Mudassir Ali.
Brilliant cricket overall. Time it was on to the pads. Nicely flicked. Way Miles up in the air. Adjusting himself, Abid. He was almost near that rope. I think the other angle can give us a clear picture.
We've got some lovely camera work there. Oh, he's touched. I think he's touched. His foot is touching the rope there.
I think he just touched the rope. Still waiting for that confirmation from the third umpire. Can we get another angle?
That was very well picked up. A flick. It was towards the longer end. And look at that. His foot is touching the rope there, I think. And there. I think, but I won't say anything. I will let the third umpire decide that. That's too close for me.
But still, I believe it was a brilliant effort from Abid. Yes, they got that maximum at last from the blade of Hafiz Almas. Can he take his team past 90? Targeting left arm orthodox bowler Farhan.
Yeah, Farhan has a tendency of bowling it, giving it a bit of air. That would suit Hafiz Almas because he's very strong. He's got a very strong hand and a very strong shoulders. Again, that was flighted up but very well bowled and it's landed in no man's region. Nah, that Hafiz Almas has been lucky as Yasir has been.
They say the fortune favors the brave. Leaving dangerous. Hafiz Almas. Still 21 legal deliveries. 56. Can they add another 34? Haider on strike. Really well played by Haider, rotating the strike. This is what needed for 7 districts.
I think Haider is doing the right thing. He's just giving all as much as strike to Hafiz Almas, who's striking it well, I think. And there, he hits it over mid-off, and that is a very good shot. I think that's a boundary. That was played really well.
Under pressure, runs are flowing from the blade of Hafiz Almaz, this time targeting over the deep extra cover. Waited and nicely lofted shot. One bounce boundary. Can he rescue his team one more time in this tournament? This time goes big, but fielder coming down, and Saqib Manshad, at last Farhan Ahmed got the last laugh. Walks back Hafiz Almas. 13 runs have been scored. Bit greedy, trying to go for yet another maximum. It was the last delivery. He should have taken that single, but one more wicket goes down. A flighted delivery. Wanted to play over mid-wicket.
Yeah, that was uncalled for. I think, as you mentioned, last ball of the over, he should just have gone for that single. And a bit of banter there between the two fielders. Both of them wanted to take that catch.
I think Saqib Manshad was the safest if we compare. But at last they got that big wicket. He played such a cameo knock. The last ball should have used his presence of mind and go for that single instead of going for that maximum. 61 for 8. Big trouble.
Look at the batting card for 7 Districts. Not very fancy looking batting card. Just Sarir getting 12 of 7, and then Almas, who just got out on 21 of 15. The rest has just been numbers. And I think extras has played an important part in that total as well. 7 extras.
Yes, extras definitely helping. 7 Districts. Comes in Nadeem, left arm orthodox. Full toss, play towards point. Just a single. Can they manage a run a ball 18, which will take them past 81? Windy conditions. It's not easy to adjust yourself. But what a spell by Yasser Maharvi.
Well, the good thing is that they've already taken the power play.
And our boys have taken the lunch box. This time on to the legs.
That's well played, I think. They don't need to do that. The defender boys are on top, and they need to make sure that they should bowl as many dot balls as possible. They just have 2 wickets to take. That's not very good bowling, I think.
Nicely played. Towards the fine leg, there was a chase by Suleiman Khalid, but
the ball teasing him there, and I think he's done well. I think he's done well. That was a good effort. But having said that, I think every run is vital here for both the teams. You know, defenders would want to restrict them to as low as a total as possible, but at the same time, 7 District would want to get as many as possible. They've got a good bowling lineup, by the way.
definitely if you talk about the bowling of 7 Districts, they have that lethal, I would say, fast bowlers as well as some good spinners. But for that, they need some total to be posted. Brilliantly done by Suleiman Khalid, definitely saving a run for his team. It's Zamir and Haider out in the middle for 7 Districts. Can they manage another 15?
That's it up, high up in the air, and that's gone all the way. What a good shot that was. A brilliant 6. Well. What a shot that was.
Forget about the singles and doubles. It's Captain Muhammad Haider this time targeting long on. And with ease he clears the rope. Coming hard on Nadeem. Brilliant shot under pressure, and lucky cameraman Ali.
And again, similar kind of delivery, and I think it's a similar kind of result. What a good shot that was. Straight as an arrow, and that's gone all the way for 6.
2 in a row. Brilliant hitting by the captain Muhammad Haider. 16 runs have been conceded in 4 deliveries. Waited for these maximums. The end, it's coming from the blade of Muhammad Haider, 77 for 8. Way outside the off stump, under pressure, Malik, Nadeem.
This is the kind of impetus that 7 District needed, and the captain providing it. I think the captains have been leading from the front for both the teams. Well done there. He's picked up a single and gone across to the other end.
Sensible cricket. Coming down the order, got those couple maximum, a wide and a single. The top order needs to learn from Muhammad Haider. Now it's Zamir on strike. Can he get a single? A big over coming at the right time for 7 Districts.
Oh, that's very close, and he's run him out. What have you done? Oh, that was uncalled for. They could afford to have a dot ball in that over, but they did. There was a lot of miscommunication. Yeses and no's and yeses and no's, and Nadeem wouldn't miss that, and he's got a bullseye.
Men in red in full control of this match. A suicidal run. Once again, a wicket falling on the last delivery. Shape of run out. Walks back Zamir. The last over they have got 13, but they lost Hafiz Almas, and this over they got 18. But at the last delivery, unnecessarily, they went for that run. 8 gone, 79 for 9.
Right. In comes the new batsman, Mohammad Haider, who's just scored 17 runs. Just had one game to bat in, but a good strike rate of 242. So it'll be interesting how they play these 2 overs. I think it's very important they play all of those 12 deliveries.
I think they just did not plan the innings. 7 Districts, though they have lost 9 wickets, still managed to get 79. It's Saqib Banshad once again bowling on the off-stump region. A slower delivery. Let it go this time by Haider. Very watchful Muhammad Haider. Crucial 17 runs for his team of just 8 deliveries.
Yeah, we can see Haider, Mohammad Haider. We've got 2 Haiders in the middle, so we'll have to be very accurate on which Haider we're talking about. Mohammad Haider shadow practicing there. The right shot to play, I think. Oh, that's right in the middle, and they pinch a single there.
Big responsibility on the shoulders of Muhammad Haider. And once again, a sensible shot. Just went for that single. This is the last wicket. Can he get rid of Haider Ali, who just came in? Saqib, bit expensive. Went for 17 runs in his first over. They said 90 at the toss. Can they manage 10 to 12 runs in next 10 deliveries?
That would really, give them a bit of confidence and something to fight for. They need to have a score which they can, fight for. And I think 10 runs and over in a T10 game is achievable. But if you bowl well in the right areas and have a bit of luck, you can defend that. Straight away we see that ball moving away, taking the outside edge towards the third man where Farhan does the cleanup but can't stop the 2 runs.
Wickets are falling, so the runs are flowing for 7 Districts. Couple of runs, an important couple of runs. The blade of Haider Ali off the mark. This is the last wicket. Saqib should try to get a wicket in this over. If they play the quota of 10, then definitely I think they'll post it around 95, 98.
Yeah, and they'll get their tails up because they would have played the whole 10 overs, which is very important at this moment. A wide delivery. Saqib helping the 7 District and the extra tally going up.
They're fortunate in last couple of matches. 7 districts, though they have lost the big man Abdul Ghaffar cheaply. Some good contributions coming from the lower down the order. Hafiz Almas managing 12, and now Mohammad Haider 18 to his name. Saqib Manshad once again coming in, drifting down the leg. Poor bowling by Saqib Manshad, leading this attack, but went for runs.
7 District wouldn't mind that, especially, these easy runs would help them to defend the total they set. Especially remember that Mohammad Haider, beg your pardon, has come off well since the last game. In the last game, he bowled a solitary 1 over, but picked up 3 wickets in the process.
Why don't you bowl a shorter delivery? This time it was played towards the bowler. A quick run has been taken. Everything going 7 Districts' way now, though they have lost 9 wickets. Being a fast bowler, bowling to a tail-ender, just try and bowl that bouncers. Surprise the batter.
He's gone for that conventional Yorkers, which haven't worked for him. The left-hander coming in, he's bowled a couple of wides, which is why I think he hasn't opted to go for that bouncer as well, because that could give them an extra run. So that's why probably he's bowling in that length zone. And as we talk about that Yorker, he's bowled that, but not done well with his fielding. He's given away 1 run still.
Well bowled by Saqib Manshad, well fielded, but there was a poor throw at the non-striker end. There was a chance. I think it was the right decision by Saqib Manshad. Lucky escape once again for Haider Ali. Each run matters now for 7 Districts. This time drifting towards leg.
That brushed his leg, I think, Mudassir, and if it wouldn't have brushed his leg, that would have been another wide. So at the end of 9 overs, 7 Districts at 86 for the loss of 9 wickets.
We have the table for road to final. Defender CC and 7 Districts are playing this match, and 11As will be waiting for the winner. And DCC Starlets are up against Future Mattress. IGM has already qualified for semi-final. Struggling, but still they are fighting 7 Districts.
A very interesting format we see here, teams getting another chance, and the teams which have done well, 11As and IGM, who have directly qualified for that semi-final. So very interesting games coming up. We'll have to wait and see what the result of this match is, and after which we have another interesting match between DCC Starlets and Future Mattress.
And I believe the knockout stages matches is all about the nerves, how you handle 90, and definitely the bowlers have something to defend. It's a big match, under pressure, both the sides. Umar Dogar comes in. Lucky runs. Coming into the right-hand batter. Batter misses, so the wicket keeper. 90 on board.
They've got their 90 runs, so this means that whatever they get now is a bonus run. And interestingly, I think the way defenders started, they were very happy with the proceedings, but they haven't stopped the scoring. They haven't stopped the flow of runs, which has been, I think, which will now give 7 Districts a lot of confidence, and they'll be very happy with the score they've achieved.
And those runs came in the last 3-4 overs. They're managing to get at around 10 to 12 runs per over. Omar Dogar, can he bowl a Yorker? Wild swing, misses. A fumble by the wicket-keeper, but a dot delivery.
No harm done there. A slower delivery. That's very well bowled. And he hasn't gone for that conventional fast bowls. He wants to make sure that he can get as many dots as possible. And 7 Districts would want to make sure that they play these last four deliveries and get as many runs as possible, even if they are singles.
Umar Dogar to Haider this time in the air towards mid-wicket. One bounce. Single has been added. Brilliant batting by Mohammad Haider. Team was under trouble. crucial 20 runs of just 13 deliveries. And this partnership is working really well for 7 districts. They are unable to clean the tail defenders.
This is a very good score for 7 districts. They've got one of the strongest bowling lineups in the tournament, and defenders has got a very long batting lineup. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this match plays. I think if defenders can play the conditions, because it's very windy conditions, if they can play those conditions well, they'll have a very good chance.
See, this is what you need. Each run matters. They're not going for those boundaries. They know the importance of each single which they are taking. Both the Haider in the middle. It's 92 for 9. What a comeback. This tournament is all about 7 districts comebacks.
Absolutely, they've come back in the league stages, come back into the knockout stages, and now a comeback in their batting. I think he should go for this delivery. And he's bowled him. As we said that wasn't too bad. It was the second last delivery. They could have afforded to, get that, but they've got a score which looks rather fighting.
Both the teams' captains performed really well. Yasir Maharvi was brilliant with the ball, and at the end, crucial 20 runs of just 14 deliveries by the captain of 7 districts, Mohammad Haider, taking his team past 90. They were all out in 9.5 overs, managing 92. We have a match on.
Absolutely. This is going, I'm telling you, this is going down to the wire. It's going to be a thriller. And we look at the replay. That's a Yorker, very well bowled. Haider trying to heave that over long on mid-wicket, but missed that completely, and Dogger doesn't miss.
Was brilliant with the old ball, especially in the death overs. Umar Dogger getting that wicket, and talking about the batting, no one contributed. It was Sagir Sitwell, the top order. Then came in Hafiz Almas managing 21, and Haider managed 20, and extras helping. 14 extras have been conceded. That's a sin in a big match.
Those were the third highest scorers for them. So I'm sure that that will haunt them if the defenders are going to lose. That extras are way too much.
6 bowlers have been used by Yasir Maharvi. He was brilliant, picking up 4 wickets, going for 16 runs. Saqib Manshad, once again, he was a bit expensive. Wajiz Khan bowled brilliantly, 2 overs, 7 runs, 2 wickets. And a wicket each to Farhan Ahmed, Mohammad Nadeem and Umar Dogger. I'm surprised Umar Dogger bowled that last over. In place of Nadeem, he should have used Umar Dogger to clean up the tail.
Absolutely, and his figures show that. Look at the highlights. Yasir Maharvi started well, picked up a wicket right in the first over, and then again another wicket in the first over. As soon as they got 2 wickets down, they were just, losing wickets every over here and there. A big boundary, we see a 6, and then those 2 deliveries. That was the first one, Abdul Ghaffar, a very good wicket, and Shahid Nawaz, another one. Similar kind of deliveries and similar result. Yeah, Sagir Afridi tried to go over, but couldn't get too many runs. And then Farhan and Hafiz Almas. Hafiz Almas was quite good with his 21 runs, but didn't get many. Wajid bowling really well to his field. That was the 6 that Almas hit off Farhan, which got him going. Ali Abid trying really well, but didn't get much. Hafiz Almas lost his wicket in this over, and that's when Mohammad Haider came in and got some runs for his team. That was the 6s, the couple of 6s he got in that over of Nadeem, which really gave them that impetus to get it over 90 runs, which they wanted at the end. That was the run out. That was uncalled for and very unfortunate, but at the end the last wicket fell at 92 in 9.5 overs.
So now defender CC needs 93 runs when they come on to chase this target of 60 deliveries. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break to bring you the run chase of defender CC.
The
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fan code DCC X10 Division 1 knockout games. We're in the first game for the first knockout game of the tournament. Defenders versus 7 districts. 7 districts have batted first and posted a reasonable score on the board after being in a lot of trouble. They were at 43 for 6 at one stage. And then Hafiz Almas and Mohammad Haider ended up taking the team to a very, very reasonable target, 96. As we see Shahid Nawaz starting the proceedings for 7 districts.
Shahid Nawaz to open the bowling for 7 districts. And we see Mohammad Imran Odi and Wajid Khan, the usual suspects, opening the batting for defenders. Oh, that's very well bowled. He tried to heave that over the long on region, but missed it completely. A bit of shape there, Kes.
Yeah, he's had a good start. He's started the over well. And again, they'll have their tails up with that last flurry of runs that they scored in the last 3 or 4 overs through their lower order batsmen after their top order had failed miserably. They've posted 92 on the board, and they've started well. And he is getting a little bit of shape, that outswinger going.
We've seen throughout the tournament that bowlers tend to pick up a wicket in the first over itself. I hope it's that for 7 districts.
Well, Imran has hit that in the air. A fielder's getting under it, and he's taken it. Well, Mohammad Rashid, the magician, has called it, and Saghir Afridi, who's taken his 3rd catch today. He is so excited. It's like he hasn't taken a catch in a long, long time. But we wouldn't mind that. The 7 districts team won't mind that. They've got off to the perfect start.
As soon as he took that catch, we saw a couple of catches he'd taken in the last game. He started his run similar to what Imran Tahir does. And similarly, we can see here again, he doesn't want to get caught.
Yeah, and he's taken a very good catch over his shoulder. That's not an easy catch to take with the wind also there playing a factor. As a very important wicket falls, Mohammad Imran Odi is back to the dugout for no score. Defenders are 0 for 1.
Well, the 7 districts captain had called and during the toss and said that they would score 90, and he was sure that his bowling lineup would defend that. And with the start they've got, it looks like he knows his side very well.
Well, I wouldn't dispute that, because we've regularly talked about how good their bowling unit is, and then they've been catching and fielding well as Ali Abid walks to the crease. Again, a very important man for defenders. 28 runs at an average of 5.6 and strike rate of 164. Doesn't do justice to the quality of the man, but he's going to have a very important role to play now.
Man, this defender's side has got a very long batting lineup. Straight away we see that he doesn't waste any deliveries and picks up a single.
Well, both these players are big game players, so they will understand what's at stake over here. It's no longer a round game where you can afford to let one slip. This is the business end of the tournament. You lose a game and you're out. So you'd expect them to just be a little bit cautious, perhaps, just get a feel for what's happening with the wicket, and then start to play their shots. And both of them are big shot players as well. We've seen them hit some huge sixes in the early part of the tournament.
Absolutely, and as we were talking during the break, the conditions would be very important. They have to make sure that they try not to go against the wind.
Yeah, accounting for wind will be important for them during this game, as Wajid has played that towards cover. No damage done, no run taken.
Yes, the 7 district team looks like a very gelled unit. They look very confident, more than what defenders look like, even though they had picked up more wickets.
Yeah, yeah. They've started looking much better as the tournament has progressed. You know, we saw them struggle in the early part, and then from that fifth game onwards, you've seen them improve every game. Their bowling has always performed. Their batting was the thing that was letting them down consistently, but we've seen that pick up over the last 2 or 3 games as well.
Slower one. That's well done. Sagir. They know the importance of every run. They're trying to save every run possible. And with that, defenders not getting off to a very good start. They've just got 2 runs in that first over, losing the important wicket of Imran Odi.
We're going to see Abdul Ghaffar being introduced into the attack for the second over. Missed out with the bat in this game, so he's got to do, he's got to make up for it with his bowling.
These are two very strong sides. One, Seven Districts has done justice to their batting. They've achieved that 92 runs, but they have a stronger bowling lineup. Whereas Defenders has got a stronger batting lineup. So it'll be a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, and both are in ideal situations with Seven District defending a target and defenders actually chasing one down. So it suits both teams. It's going to be a game of nerves. Who can hold their nerves under the pressure situations? Oh, as Wajid has tried to just smash that out of the ground, he's completely missed the ball, which shaped away from him.
Abdul Ghaffar is a brilliant bowler. We've seen it throughout the tournament, and he's been one of the key players, impact players throughout the tournament. Like every other team has got one impact player. I think Abdul Ghaffar is that impact player for Seven District.
Yeah, he is, and he's got a big role to play in this tournament for them as long as they're in the tournament. Another outswinger that has not been timed. It hits the bottom half of the bat, and they've run through for a single. So the only other thing I was going to point out is that obviously if I speak from Seven Districts' perspective, their immediate objective would be to make sure that the power play is controlled. That would be win number one for them, and then you see how you progress with defenders. They'd want to get as many as they can in those 3 power play overs. Right now, the entire momentum seems to be with Seven Districts, and they're not, with defenders not being able to get any any boundaries yet. Excuse me.
Absolutely, that's very well pointed out. That is how a team should plan their run chase or defenders to score. Right away, he's tried to heave that. They've got protection down there. I think yes, they've got a deep square leg in position, but can't stop them from picking out up a couple of runs. Coming back to that point, guys, you mentioned the first point being that they have to make sure that the defending side, that they have these 2 quick, good power play overs. But what about the batting side? What should they aim for?
Well, for me, defenders have potentially their 2 best batsmen at the crease right now. So they're the ones who need to score the maximum number of runs. And I wouldn't, again, wait too late in the day to take that 3rd power play. Because if you want to make a statement, you need to make it immediately, as that's been pulled away by Ali Abid. And again, there's protection in the area. So they've got their fielders in the right places. They still haven't conceded a boundary. We are almost at the end of the 2nd over.
And one more important thing is they haven't conceded any extras. Whereas defenders at this stage had already given away at least 4 or 5 extras.
So they're operating with 2 fielders out, both on the leg side for Wajid Khan. Probably going to be bowling some short deliveries to him.
Right away, very well called there by Qais, and he's done exactly that. Those will be leg buys. I'm sure it hasn't touched his bat. And they pick up another one. Shakur, what have you done? Those are easy runs. You have to fight for those runs. You have to make sure that you don't give away a single extra.
Well, again, I've come to create a term specifically for the seven districts team, which is a self-destruct button. You know, they seem to press it very regularly while they're batting, and now Abdul Shakur has managed to press it while wicket keeping. It's only conceded a run, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, it could count for a lot. That was that was absolutely unnecessary.
Oh, I think he's bowled that really, really well. That was a slower one and didn't give him any pace. Abid Ali missing it. Couldn't judge the pace of that ball. With that, it's the end of 2 overs. Defenders CC, with the loss of 1 wicket, are at 10 runs.
So we have a look at the road to the final. Defenders and 7 District playing at the moment. The winner goes on to play 11 ace in the semi-final. And then we've got DCC Starlets and Future Mattress coming up. The winner of that game is going to play the strong IGM. All these games are going to be happening today. So we're going to crown the fan code DCC X10 Division 1 Grand Final champion this evening. We've got a very exciting host of games coming up.
A very interesting format there, guys. I think, both the semi-finalists, 11 Ace and IGM, would be eagerly awaiting to see who their opponents are going to be.
Yeah, we've got 6 very strong teams in this knockout leg. So it's you know, all the games are going to be a cracker. As Ali Abid has hit that, the sound of that bat was magnificent. It's gone out of the park.
Well, you know what they say, in the arc and out of the park. That's what happened. A very good shot there by Ali Abid. He probably was waiting for the slower ones to come in.
Well, Ali Abid is not going to miss out on those. He will probably hit you 6 times out of 6 if you keep bowling those deliveries to him. And this is where the game, well, again, along with, you know, you've got the Mohammad Nadeem as well. You've got Salman Babar as well. They've got a very long and strong batting lineup. But one of these two have to carry on and play that role that carries them through to the end.
A very interesting first ball. Haider Ali gone out of the park. And some momentum here for defender CC. It'll be very important how Haider Ali makes his comeback. He's a very good bowler. And if he can pick up this wicket in this over of Ali Abid, then we've got a game on, I'm telling you.
He pulled his length back, slightly shorter delivery that's been played towards deep mid-wicket. They're going to run through for a single. So this is very smart from Ali Abid again. He's got that boundary, he's gotten off strike. And now you've got Wajid Khan against a left-arm spinner.
Well, Wajid doesn't enjoy the slower balls too much. He likes pace on the deliveries. So this is going to be interesting. I think Wajid will be under slightly more pressure than Haider is.
Wajid has bunted that down towards long off. Hafiz Almas cleans up. He's going to have a very important role to play with his 2 overs in this game. Defenders are 18 for 1 at the end of 2.3 overs right now in pursuit of 93.
And again, that was very well bowled. Pulled his length back, slowed it down. And Ali Abid trying to go for that heave over mid-wicket, but I think he couldn't get bat on ball properly.
Well, he's recovered well from that initial hit from Ali Abid. He still conceded 9 runs so far. 2 deliveries remaining.
This is an interesting delivery. I'm up for this challenge. These two. And again, we see that's hit down the ground, but short of that fielder. Guys, I think Wajid is struggling here. He hasn't timed a single delivery I've seen.
We know he struggles against off-pace deliveries. But again, the very smart thing that Haider Ali has done, he's kept his long off slightly straighter, not very wide. So they're bowling to their fields. Another one played straight down the ground by Ali Abed. Hafiz Almas does brilliantly to field that. And they've run through for a couple. "22 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. The defender's batting card, Imran Odi, was dismissed in that first over. A brilliant catch by Saghir Afridi. We've got Wajid and Ali Abed at the crease, 17 and 14 respectively. 22 for 1 at the end of 3 overs, defenders, chasing 93 to qualify for that semi-final spot. And joining me in the comm box is Abdurrahman Tariq.
Well, thank you, Kes. Your enthusiasm in introducing me was heartwarming, to say the least. 22 for 1, the defenders. And it's the big man, Almas, who comes into bowl. And Kes has a big smile on his face as well. You're a big fan of Almas and his cricket.
Well, I'm a big fan of good cricketers. And Hafiz Almas has done very well. I was again a little bit surprised that he came into bat at number 8, which again did not make any sense to me. 7 wickets in 8 innings for him at an economy of 9.8. He'll need to do better than that today, slightly.
Oh, the perfectionist in Kes Farooq is never happy. Almas down the leg side, a wide given. It's been the most productive delivery when defenders were bowling. 2 big wickets with the flicks down the leg side. Almas trying his luck this time and failing.
Well, he has been struggling a little bit with that thigh strain he had a couple of days back. And we know that you potentially may have to play 3 games today if you qualify for the final, if you're 7 districts.
Oh, big swing and a miss. And he's looking at the wicket. He's not done anything out of the ordinary, Wajid Khan. He just threw everything at it, not just the kitchen sink, it was the whole kitchen. And missed completely.
Yeah, well, there was nothing wrong with the wicket. It could have actually been hit very, very hard to that mid-wicket region. I'm just wondering whether, again, defenders have missed the trick on maybe not taking the full floating power play right now with their 2 most destructive batsmen at the crease.
Well, they've given away a lot of easy runs. In the 7 districts, they have to save these singles. Wajid Khan and Ali Abed. They do have the option of Muhammad Nadeem and Salman Babar. 2 batsmen who could take advantage of the power play. But yes, with the 2 set batsmen at the crease. And you don't want to let the bowler set into a rhythm as well.
On a personal front, I'd prefer to take a power play. Well, Wajid's top edge that, and there's no fielder there. It's an empty area of the ground, and he's managed to get a very lucky boundary.
Well, when you're batting like that, it doesn't matter if there's a power play or not. Top edge, the short fine leg was in the circle, and he gets a boundary. It's a crucial boundary as well. They are behind the 8 ball, the defenders. They are batting a bit slow. That required run rate is shot up to almost 10 and over.
Yeah, so I'd prefer to take the power play when I'm 25 for 1 rather than 40 for 4 in a 10 over, in a T10 game.
Maybe this is the over where they can cut loose a bit and then look at their power play as an option. Again in the slot, it's in the air, it's gone for a 6. And the captain, Haider Ali, is extremely upset with his bowler. Wajid Khan has finally middled one.
Well, it was right in his slot, and we know he's very, very strong in that area. He found that gap to perfection, and he sent one over the ropes. Haider Ali is not happy. I'm not sure why. We know Wajid Khan can bat, and he can hit those sixes.
Well, I was near their dugout, and they were having a very interesting conversation, the 7 districts, about that floating power play, where Haider was saying they should have taken it a bit earlier, especially when Almas or Abdul Ghaffar were at the crease.
Well, you know what I would do if I were Haider Ali. I've got one fielder on that sweeper boundary, right? If I want to, I know Wajid hits in a certain area and Almas is bowling those in swingers to him. I would bring that fielder into that leg side as an extra fielder and leave that cover area open for him.
Well, you're absolutely spot on there, because we've done that a number of times against Wajid. There's no need for that deep cover fielder when he's batting, especially when you're bowling into him. You can have the four fielders on the leg side. So it's basically a long on, a cow corner, mid wicket, and square leg, all at the edge of the boundary. And if he can hit you inside out over cover, well, good luck to him. They're still checking. I think that ball has hit the rope on the full. And the fielder has given it. The captain of the other team has given it a 6. But our third umpire and our match referee just want to make sure it's gone for 6.
Well, every run counts in a knockout game. That's probably why the third umpire and every official wants to be sure that they get it spot on. It looks like it's hit the ropes on the full.
Well, they're giving it a 6. And we will continue. The net run rate, required run rate, current run rate, very similar now. Again, a short delivery wide down the leg side. Another extra to the total.
Well, he's being put under a lot of pressure by Wajid Khan. We know the power Wajid Khan packs. And he's actually now signaled the fine leg to go back. I'm not sure why, because he's bowling down the wrong line. So he's brought the mid-on in. And Haider Ali again does not seem happy about it.
Well, Almas probably planning to bowl short of length now. That's why he's taken the fine leg back. Yeah, he's cut him in half. And the irony of it all, Kais Farooq, is Wajid Khan is wearing a 7 districts helmet. Well, maybe the respect of the helmet, Almas is not targeting him on that. You would want to hit the badge. Last ball of the over coming up. It's been an expensive over. 14 runs off it. And defenders slowly but surely going towards their target. This time he's hit it in the air. And it's gone over the fielder for a maximum. What an over this for the defenders. 20 off it. Look at that celebration. They're celebrating as if they've won the match already. Oh, look at that connection. Over the fielder. No chance for him. Going over his head. 42 for 1 now. Defenders at the end of 4 overs. Those are the roads to the final. And the defenders so far are cruising on the fast lane on Sheikh Zayed Road on the way to that first semi-final against 11 Ace. The next game is going to be a mouth-watering encounter between DCC Starlets and Future Mattress. And then they will face IGM, who might be a bit depleted today. They have a couple of players, key players missing. But we've seen some surprises today. Let's see what happens when the semi-finals are on us. And now it's Zamir who's coming to bowl. Had a good day with the ball the last match. Can he get the breakthrough for them?
Well, he's been bunted down too long on for a single. Haider Ali's cleaned up. Yeah, he's had a good couple of games. He followed up that game in which he got those 3 wickets in the over a few days back with another good performance. Look at his economy rate, 5.71 in a T10 game. That's extraordinary. And he's taking wickets as well.
I'm surprised he's only played the 5 matches. Should have been in the team earlier. I think he's one of the main reasons why they've won those 4 games in a row. That 5.5 economy rate is worth gold in the T10 format. Goes inside out, gets just a single.
Well, I think they were flicking between Farooq and Zamir initially, which is probably why he didn't get to play those games. But since he's had that opportunity, he's made good use of it, and he's become a key member of this bowling unit.
Well, can they give him good over here? That is the question now. Can Zamir bowl a tight over? 5, 6, 7 runs maybe. Take this game into the last over. Oh, it's a short delivery. It's in the slot. It's like a baseball hit. It's a home run and a half. Maximum for Ali Abid.
When he's trying to bowl fast and flat, and he's just dug that into the pitch, a short ball, and that sat up for Ali Abid. Ali Abid could have hit that anywhere for a 6.
Oh, he probably chose the best space right in front of him. Ali Abid, he's in brilliant form, this guy. Oh my God! That is a monster hit. With the wind, against the wind, that would have been 6 anywhere in the world.
Well, 56 now for defenders, and Ali Abid and Wajid are taking the game away from 7 districts. This is potentially now going to be the second expensive over in a row from 2 of their primary bowlers.
Well, whoever's car is parked there is very lucky. I hope they're insured. And I hope so are the Future Mattress players who are sitting right there. Ali Abid, what a hit that was. We're about at least 120 meters away from the ground, and we heard that crack off the bat.
He packs a lot of power when he hits those shots, and he's looking in very good touch here. 14 of the 4 balls Zamir has bowled so far. The required rate now down to 6.9. As he's tried to go for that hat trick of 6s, the ball did not bounce as much as he expected.
Oh, you can sense the body language of the 7 districts players as well, just dropping those shoulders now. His counter attack from defenders has been the game-changing moment, and this could be another boundary in the over, will it? No. It's Abdul Ghaffar who stops it, and they're running for 3. Yes. Good running between the wickets. Very, very expensive over comes to an end. 17 of it. And the defenders are now 59 for 1 at the halfway stage. Well, that's the bowling card. Shahid Nawaz and Abdul Ghaffar started off really well with the new ball. And then after that, it's been carnage. Haider Ali, Hafiz Almas, Mohammad Zamir, all going for a lot of runs. As 5 more overs to go in this game. And joining me in the comm box, enjoying the scenery, is Mudassir Ali. Mudassir, welcome. Hope you had a good lunch. You look refreshed and
Thanks a lot, Abdul Rahman, and thanks to Shahid especially for getting that lunch box.
yes, we have to thank our producers and our director, Mr. Shahid, fondly known as Mr. Shahid Selfie, because he has a lot of selfies on his phone. Where we just got paid for that much. So let's focus on the game.
He knows only one thing, sending the ball out of the park. Once again, it's Ali Abid. Runs are coming quickly from the blade of Ali Abid.
Well, either he's had a lot to eat for lunch or he's not had lunch and he's in a hurry. Ali Abid, short delivery against the wind and is gone for another maximum. He's raced away to 36 of 14. And defenders, well, they've got 1 foot in the semi-finals, that's for sure. What an onslaught by these two batsmen.
One of the best seasons he's having here in domestic circuit. Men in red looking happy. The dugout of defender CC. Once again towards deep square leg. This time couple of runs, I believe. No, just a single has been taken.
A good fielding. And the captain, Haider, well, he did bat really well. Maybe he wanted to take that confidence with it into his bowling. Well, this is a different man here, Ali Abid. He's in such good touch right now.
It all started from that over of Hafiz Almas. Wajid targeting Hafiz. Shorter delivery on the back foot. And a brilliant effort by Wahab. Definitely saving a 6.
Yeah, he looks disappointed. I think he knows he's touched the rope. But they will do a boundary check.
Shorter delivery coming into Wajid Khan. Pulled towards the deep square leg. Look at that feet. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Well, I'm not sure why Wahab was disappointed. He's done really well. I think he's disappointed because he thought there was a chance of taking that catch. He was quite a bit inside the rope, and then once he landed, he realized that he had more space than he thought he did. Right there, he looked back and he threw the ball in, and he was still behind the rope. A good effort there, just a single in the end. Down the leg side, it's going to be another boundary, is it? It's racing away from Abdul Ghaffar. 12 of the over already. Defenders are racing away.
This time the luck running out from 7 districts. It's not all about hard hitting when Ali Abid is in the middle. This time a feather touch towards fine leg. Brilliant batting performance by Ali Abid.
Very well bowled there in the head. Brilliant.
This time giving some respect to the bowler Ali Abid. Slower bouncer. It reminds me of gully cricket.
Oh, in the air, it is taken a wicket. While Mudassir Ali, there is no gully that Ali Abid can go and hide in. It was a short, wide delivery outside off stump. Slower delivery once again. It's Haider who has the breakthrough. He's had to do everything for 7 districts today. Look at him. Just saying, see, that's how you get a wicket. And Ali Abid will be very disappointed.
At last the golden arm of this team getting rid of dangerous Ali Abid. Is it too late for 7 districts? Wicket number 2 goes down, 6 gone, 71 for 2.
A new batsman in is Mohammad Nadeem. But that was the end of the over as well. So Shahid Nawaz coming into bowl. Last roll of the dice here, Mudassir.
They need a couple of wickets, especially of Wajid Khan. Full toss, played straight towards, long on, couple of bounces. The last time, can they make a comeback? 7 districts. It has been tournament for them for comebacks. There were a couple of matches in the group stage. They were almost out of the league stage, but what a comeback. The lads of 7 districts. Mohammad Nadeem facing Shahid Nawaz for the first time. Nicely bowled, lofted, shot played towards, long off, just a single. Now it's a matter of singles and couple of big hits.
Yeah, just the 20 runs needed now. Lot of deliveries to play. Wajid Khan is looking good. Mohammad Nadeem no mug with the bat as well. They do have Salman Babar yet to come. Saklan can hit the ball as well. So I don't think they'll be nervous right now, the defenders. Just taking the singles. They're giving respect to the good bowler, Shahid Nawaz. And they're giving away the extra runs as well. And it's hit the wickets. Will they go for the third? No.
Quick running between the wickets by Wajid Khan and Mohammad Nadeem. The batting, they tried to make a comeback, scoring that 92 runs, but bowlers, they did not bowl really well, especially Hafiz Almas. Lot was expected from the all-rounder.
Well, he's had a very good tournament, Hafiz Almas. Just been a bit unlucky today. And that happens. The law of averages does catch up to you. Wajid Khan happy to take the singles. 18 needed of just 21 deliveries now.
Seven runs so far. 10 deliveries bowled by Shahid Nawaz. 17 needed of 20 balls. Couple of wickets. They can put pressure on defender CC. Mohammad Nadeem, the new batter in.
Trying to go for the Yorker. In the end, a full toss played towards square leg. That cameo from Ali Abid and that onslaught against Almas, just settling the nerves for the defenders. Both overs very expensive. One going for 17, one going for 14. I think that's where they realize that the game is now in the bag.
Oh, it doesn't look good. Walking down the track. A low full toss. It on his foot, Wajid Khan.
Well, trying to be a bit cheeky there, Wajid. Not a good idea against Shahid Nawaz, who's bowling them really quick. And he's done well, has he? To just get back into his crease. Diving for his life, Wajid. Yeah, he's made it. That bat was in the air after it crossed the line. But according to the new rules, once you've dragged in, you're not out. Although that doesn't matter because he is limping out. I have now lost count of the number of players I've seen limping today. Started with Fayaz Ahmed. And it's continuing now. Wajid Khan looks in a lot of pain. Well, that would be a big blow for them in the semi-finals if they get there, the defenders.
Not good pictures coming in. Wajid Khan walking back, retired heart. Look at that full toss delivery. It on his own foot. And look at the Abdul Shakur.
And Abdul Shakur has enjoyed it. I'm sure Wajid Khan has it. But a good knock in the end. 31 of 19 for him. He'll be retired out. And defenders are 77 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 7 overs. सेमीफाइनल तो नहीं खेलते तो क्यों बचा रहा है तुझे तूने बाहर ही जाना था Well, one Haider replaces the other. It's Haider Ali coming into bowl. Interesting choice of bowler since Mohammad Haider had picked up a wicket and Haider Ali has done the same. Well, Mudassir Ali, is there some panic settling into the defenders now? They just need 15 runs to win. They've lost 2 wickets quickly.
Couple of wickets and a retired heart. Now Nadeem walking back, trying to clear that long off. Very first delivery of this over. Haider Ali getting rid of Nadeem. Can they manage to get a couple of more wickets? They're in the business. 77 for 3.
Was a very poor delivery. Lank wrong hop. And he's hit it straight into the hands of the fielder. And now it's Haider Ali amongst the wickets. Well, we've seen stranger things happen in the game of cricket. Mudassir Ali. Could this be a mini fight back from the 7 districts? They just refuse to give up. Almost out of the round games. Then sneak their way into the quarterfinals. Made an enemy in Kolata Chocolates who will definitely not be giving them any chocolate hampers. Salman Babar now walks in. Salman and Suleiman at the crease. 2 brand new batsmen haven't faced a single delivery.
You need to stop those singles. Both new batters definitely under pressure. Suleiman Khalid, but known for hitting those big shots over the mid-wicket. Facing Haider Ali for the first time.
Very hard and straight to the fielder, just a single. Singles will do it nicely. If they can get a boundary here somewhere, the defenders, they will feel a little bit easy. Targeting the stumps. And a good single taken in the end.
Yet again an easy single given away by 7 districts. Can he strike again in this over? Haider Ali just 13 runs away. Making room for himself towards the deep extra cover and straight into the hands of Wahab. Brilliant bowling this time, keeping away from the right-hand batter. Walks back Suleiman Khalid.
Well, they were celebrating a few minutes ago. Now they are panicking, the defenders. They've lost quick wickets. They're not scoring runs. They haven't gotten a boundary. Their star batsman has been retired hurt. And now it's the captain of the 7 districts amongst the action. He's picked up 2 wickets in the over.
Khalid walks back after making just 1 run. It's 80 for 4. Still 13 needed for defenders CC.
New batsman walking in is Umar Dogar. I think about 5 minutes ago, he wasn't even thinking about going into bat, let alone trying to save the match for the team. 168 strike rate. He has 2 sixes in the tournament so far. They'd like one more to come from his bat, just to settle the nerves. Oh, it's in the air. It's in the air. Land safely. Are they going to push for 2? Don't think you can do that with Salman Babar as your partner. 81 for 4 now, the defenders. They need 12 runs to win of 12 deliveries. It's going to go down to the wire. Well, Kaz Farooq had been saying this for a very long time, that they should have taken the power play when the set batsmen were in the middle. As the floodlights take effect here at the 7s, and they've had to take the optional floating power play, has been forced upon them actually. 81 for 4, 8 overs. Last boundary was 14 deliveries ago. Can they have another over here without a boundary? That would make things very interesting as we go into the last over.
He has won couple of matches for 7 District with his batting performance. Can he do something special with the ball? Umar Dogar on strike.
Play down towards third man. Well, even with the 3 fielders outside, they've gone with that third man. Very interesting. That would have been a boundary had they had the short third man and point fielders in the circle. But for Salman Babar, .11 off 11. Short delivery, he hit him hard. It's a leg by, he won't mind it. A run is a run.
A quicker delivery this time coming into Salman Babar. Poor field placements by the captain and the bowler. No ball has been given by the umpire.
Well, there seems to be a lot of confusion. It's a leg umpire who's called it as a no ball. I'm not sure what the conversation is about. It's the Sunij. I think the conversation is about the power play. They have 4 fielders outside, 3 fielders on the leg side and the third man.
A bit of confusion in the middle. We're not sure whether the umpire has shown the signal of floating power play. Some discussion going on between the captain and umpire Razik. So 84 for 4. Defender CC, Umar Dogar and Salman Babar. Couple of runs to their name. Abdul Ghaffar gave away 9 runs, 9 needed of 11 balls. There is one more match coming up after this straight away. DCC Starlets versus Future Mattress. The young lads did a pretty good job so far in the tournament, but it was all dependent on Ronak Panoli's batting.
Yeah, they have a lot of dependence on Ronak Panoli. I think that is an approach that might backfire against a team like Future Matters. They know as well that if they get the wicket of Ronak Panoli, they have the game in hand. Still some confusion in the middle. Well, that no ball at this stage is definitely going to hurt the 7 districts. If there was some confusion around whether it was the power play or not, that should have been from ball number 1.
I think when the umpire has shown that signal, it's a waste of time arguing for that no ball. They will stay with the decision. It's a no ball and a free hit. So Umar Doggar on strike.
Well, who do you blame here? The captain, the bowler?
Abdul, I think it's a common sense. They haven't taken the power play initially. So by default, the 9th over is a floating power play.
Absolutely, 100%. That's game awareness. Well, it's a free hit. And he has hit it hard. It's going in the gap. It's racing away. What a moment in the game. First the no ball, then the free hit, then that fielder coming into the circle. And it has worked in the favor of the defenders.
Under pressure, 7 districts, a short delivery, nicely played towards the deep square leg. Much needed boundary from the blade of Umar Doggar. So now 5 needed of 10 deliveries with 6 wickets in hand.
Well, he chose to go with that third man fielder instead of deep square leg, and it cost him dearly. This time down the leg side, given as wide. The shoulders are dropping now. They know the game is done and dusted. What a moment in the fan code DCC X10. No ball given because it was the power play. And now again, they get up and celebrate. The defender's dugout looks a bit relaxed now. And he's going away, race away to the boundary. That would be the game. It's the defenders who have gone into the semi-finals. Cruel game this for the 7 districts. They've hung in. They qualified on the last day, on the last game for the knockouts. And they dragged this game into the 9th over. But they had only 90 runs on the board, just never enough. And in the end, it's the defenders deserving with that 1 foot in the semi-finals, winning the game by 6 wickets. That's the batting card. They started off really well. The The 7 districts picked up Imran Odi early for 0. Then Wajid and Ali Abid put up a good partnership. 41 for Ali Abid, 31 for Wajid. He had retired out. And then there was a mini collapse. Nadeem and Suleiman falling cheaply. Then Umar Dogar walked in, got lucky with a free hit, and then got back-to-back boundaries to take the team across the line. Haider Ali, the pick of the bowlers, 2 wickets for him. Shahid Nawaz giving away only 8 runs, picked up a wicket. Mohammad Haider gave away 12 runs, picked up a wicket, but didn't come in to bowl again. But it was Hafiz Almas and Mohammad Zamir. There are 2 more experienced bowlers going for 37 runs between them. That was the difference right there in that run chase. Have a look at the highlights then. That was the first wicket to fall. Good catch taken by Saghir Afridi. Ali Abid walked in, looking really good, especially those 6s straight down the ground. Wajid took a liking to Hafiz Almas. The ball swinging into him. That was a poor delivery, dispatched for a boundary. Then after that disconnection, well, we heard it all the way in the comm box. Mohammad Haider picking up a wicket after getting hit for 6. Ali Abid, the man falling to the slower bouncer. Just mistimed it. Simple catch. And at that stage, they were panicking just a bit. Sulman Butt falling cheaply as well. But in the end, Umar Dogar taking the team to victory. That's the match summary then. 7 districts, 92 all out in their 9.5 overs. Hafiz Almas 21. Mohammad Haider, the captain, 20. Mohammad Yasir Marvi, the captain of the defenders, picking up 4 wickets for 16. Wajid 2 for 7. And then in the run chase, Ali Abid 41 of 18 deliveries. Wajid Khan 31 of 19 deliveries. Haider Ali 2 wickets for 16 for him, and Shahid and Mohammad picking up 1 wicket each. The defenders winning this quarterfinal by 6 wickets and making their way into the semi-finals against the 11 ace. Well, that will be us from the comm box. But before that, show you the road to the finals then. Defenders in the semi-finals against 11 ace. And the next game will be DCC Starlets. We'll be going for a short break very quickly and then come towards Mudassir Ali, who's with the man of the match for the post-match presentation.
And welcome to the post-match presentation of quarter-final match number 1 played between defenders and 7 district. Defenders winning the toss and invited 7 districts to bat first, and they have posted 92 in their allotted 10 overs, and at one stage they were in a bit of bother because there was a brilliant performance with the ball. And when the second inning started, it was all about Ali Abid belting the bowlers, and age is just a number for this player of the match. Let me remind you, it's Yasir Maharvi, and to present the award, I have with me Mr. Khais Farooq. 2 overs, 16 runs, 4 wickets in a big match. Yasir Maharvi. You can smile, Yasir. You took 4 wickets. A brilliant performance. You opted for fielding first, knowing the conditions, but you are leading from the front.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, I bowled well because wicket was good. If you bowl wicket to wicket, and they try to hit, I know if some attacking batsmen come, I can take the wickets. So in the end, Alhamdulillah, we played well.
But tell us about those 2 wickets of Abdul Ghaffar and Shahid Nawaz. It was not your kind of delivery going down the leg, but still you managed to get the wicket.
Yeah, Abdul Ghaffar, you know, he's very dangerous batsman. So I tried to bowl both the balls on his body. So unlucky that there was a swing, then it was an edge. And Shahid, it was not a good delivery, but in that I got a wicket. So Alhamdulillah, everything went well.
And going into the semi-final, is there any room for any improvements?
Yeah, there is, because 50 for 6 or 7, then we give 30 to 40 runs extra. We should stop them under 16. We cannot take easy. Thanks to Ali Abed, he played outstanding innings. We should finish this, at 60, and then we should chase in 6, 7 overs maximum. So we'll try to improve this in semi-finals.
Chalo, good job and well done. So that was a brilliant spell coming from the captain Yasir Mahar with 2 over 16, 4 wickets to his name. We have one more match coming up, back-to-back matches here at Sevens Cricket Stadium. Quarter-final number 2 between Future Matrix and DC Starlets. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.